Good news, everyone. Mr. Page here with an Omniscience draft. It's a new funny format they've got on Magic Arena. Just came out today, and we get basically infinite mana. Our spells can be cast for free, and then you get 5 mana a turn for activated abilities and kickers and that kind of thing. I've done 2 of these already and got to 7 wins both times. Seems like people are still learning and haven't quite caught on how good card draw is, that kind of thing. Or maybe I'm just getting lucky. So let's dive in here. Eldest Reborn's alright. Yeah, none of these say draw card. That's what you really want. This kind of says draw card, but not really. Especially if you end up with a ton of non-creatures. So we'll go with the Eldest Reborn. We get a shot at another Eldest Reborn if we want it. We just take a 7/6, another Eldest Reborn, an Invincible Wall, Invincible Skeleton. Probably better than Invincible Wall. We'll just go with another Eldest Reborn though. Double Wizard triggers. Don't imagine that does anything. Unwind's good. Keep your opponent from going crazy. Oh, there's our first card draw though. We're probably taking this. If you get enough card draw in your deck, you just go nuts. Basically win the game on turn 1. By dropping a ton of creatures out. There are some ways to actually win on turn 1 too. If you get super lucky with rares. We'll start piling in the card draw. Another weird quirk about this format is there's no lands, and you only draft 42 cards. So you only get to cut 2 cards from your deck. Still a 40 card deck. So here we get another Divination. More card draw. Skin Witch is good too. You can wreck your opponent's hand before they even get to go. But if they do go first and dump their hand, it's horrible. So Divination's definitely the pick here. Gaia's Blessing says draw a card, so it just cycles for free. It also keeps you from getting decked, which is totally possible when you draw a ton of cards. But there is another look at 3, draw 2, Dark Bargain. There's another cycling card. We'll keep going Dark Bargain though, I think. When the Dark Bargains flow, they flow. I don't know how many Dark Bargains too many, but certainly not 3. Another Divination. We're going to be able to draw our whole deck. You only get a 3-card opening hand in this format, so there'll be 37 cards in our deck. So if we draw 37 hidden in here, in theory we can draw their whole deck. We're already at 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Syncopate actually does nothing. If you do an alternate cost for an X, it's 0. Unfortunately, it does nothing. Regrow 2 guys is alright, although we don't have any guys at all yet. We will eventually have guys. Rescue's fine. Just between these, make my guys better cards. I think we'll go with Rescue. Or not Rescue, sorry, the Soul Salvage, the double Animate Dead. Or Raise Dead, I guess. So we can do some milling, which is relevant to mill ourselves. Now that we have that Animate Dead, we can get the Invincible Blocker, or we can just dig. I had a few of these in my last deck, and they tended to whiff because I was so spell heavy, and we seem to be going spell heavy again here. So I think we'll go for the mill guy. So we get back the Invincible Skeleton, or just a 7/6. Just turning 7/6s sideways can certainly win games. We'll take the counterspell. We'll happily take another counterspell. 2 cycling cards came back. I think Gaia's Blessing is going to be more relevant. What do we got here? Barracks Bladewing. So we will be able to kick it. So it's basically 2 4/4 flyers. That's pretty good. There's removal, but hitting a non-legendary is actually pretty bad in this format. This guy's decent because you can make your 5 mana on both players' turns, so he makes a 1/1 every turn. Certainly not better than 8/8 worth of dragons if we just want creature here. I think we want a creature over Soul Salvage for sure. Yeah, I think we'll just go with some dragons. You gotta win eventually. You also do keep these cards too, so I mean, not that this guy's constructive playable, but good to fill out the collection. Control Magic seems really good. There's no card draw here. Destroy target creature, also good, but I'd rather take a creature than kill it. Ooh, there's a draw 3. Almost certainly taking that. There's also a Demonic Tutor, but I think draw 3 is better because this is just going to go get draw 3. But we don't have a draw 3 in our deck yet, so. And the draft bots do value Final Parting pretty low, so we might actually get it back. So yeah, we're going to take the draw 3. We're going to take another draw 3. Next to Final Parting, again. There's also Bounce with card draw, which is super good, but you just got to take draw 3, I think. What does this thing do? Permanent has hexproof, and when that dies, if it was historic, you draw 2 cards. That's hard to set up. I'd rather just draw 2 cards, I think. Yeah, we're just going to draw 2 cards. We cast a historic spell, nil. Yeah. Disenchant, run amok. Maybe cast a historic spell, scry. That might be better. Bounce a historic permanent. What do we have for historics? We've got Clutches, we've got Eldest Reborn. Bouncing that wouldn't be bad. Just start the cycle over again. Bouncing this guy's not bad. Get another dragon. Give a creature haste. That's how you get the turn 1 kill. There's a guy I actually had in both my drafts is a white creature that you can switch your life total with its power for 4 mana. So you can play her, make her a 20 power, and then Fervent Strike it for haste. Technically kill on turn 1. But I don't think we're going to take this first. We would, if we had the rare, or it might even be a mythic. I forget what it's called. I think we'll go with the Guardian. Dark Bargain again. Where are we at here? We're at 1. Get 3 of these, so 7. 3 of these, so 16. 2 of these, so 22. We can draw 22 cards. We're getting close. What are we giving up by taking the Dark Bargain? This thing's slow and dangerous. This guy's pretty good in this format, but I think we're just going to keep drawing cards. I would like to get another Gaia's Blessing, though, just so we don't get decked. think Impulse is going to be better than the Assistant. Even though we are risking it whiffing a fair amount. Poet can get back Eldest Reborn, and the Eldest Reborn can get back the Poet. It's an interesting combo. I don't imagine these games are going to go that deep. The rest of these cards are kind of crappy, though. We could take the Fervent Strike, hoping to haste somebody in there. I think I'm going to go with the Poet. Go for the higher upside. I think we'll go Overseer over the Impulse. Indestructible Man. Yeah, we'll take Indestructible Man. Combat Trick, I think, is better. It also gives trample to the giant things you get in this format. Sure, we'll try that. And a blank. What do you do? Vigilance. She could create a knight. And then she can destroy a creature with limitations. There's also just a divination. I think we just go divination again. There's destroy target creature. That same aerial. Uh, 2/2, meh. Maybe we actually just take the unwind. I'm going to take the unwind under the theory that other people are going to be figuring this out and taking all the dark bargains and stuff like we are. So having ways to interact with that on turn one is certainly valuable. Fight is kind of like removal. There's the Skin Witch. Do I kick things? I don't think I kick very much. Got one kicker, two kicker. Just two kickers. I think the Skin Witch is better pick. Also Nature Spiral. I think we'll go with the Skin Witch though. What's this guy do? Interesting. We can play him for free and then use our 5 free mana to cast these. Because there's only the cards in your hand that are actually free. So I think that's probably going to be the pick. It also goes super good with the Tutor. I don't think I got any of the Tutors though. We saw 2, but we took the weight of memory over them. That's unfortunate. But we're still going to take this guy nonetheless. Don't think we're going wide. Just take a 9/3. Try to get our Eldest Reborns moving quicker. I think the 9/3 is better than that. Yeah, we'll go with the 9/3. He made a weird noise. Yet another Dark Bargain. How many Dark Bargains are we up to? 4. Is Life Loss getting relevant? Do we want a Divination over it? Probably not. 5 dark bargains. Oh, this guy's good. Either makes them discard a card like Hypnotic Spectre, or when their hand's empty, you actually get to draw a card. Another counterspell seems fine. Opt is good. Divest is like, sometimes you can blow them out if you go first, but they're just going to play all their creatures. So it's, if you don't go first, then it doesn't actually do anything. Opt will let us dig through a deck. Whole lot of crap here. So we'll try to move our Sagas along quicker. Nature Spiral seems fine. Chaos Protector's alright. A bad card and a horrible card. Okay, so we only get to cut 2 cards. You're pretty bad. That's kind of bad, but I think it's better than 2/2. You're pretty bad. Fine. And you do literally nothing. Okay, so we gotta put one of these back in, obviously. Just the higher stats. Yeah, alright. I feel like this is probably my best deck yet. I think we got way more card draw than I got in previous drafts. I think I had better rares and legendaries before, or mythics rather. So I can't mulligan this. I mean, when you're already at 3, mulliganing sucks anyway, but like, we don't do anything, but at least this guy will keep us from getting run over by a creature hand, and then these will stop a card draw hand. So he blanks that, but that blanks itself. Discard 2 cards, sir. So we couldn't pay that kicker. That's why that hung out in his hand. No idea why that hung out in his hand, though. Now we just need to draw some card draw to get the ball rolling. Oof. That's pretty good against this hand. Actually, I think I'll just kill this. I'll eat the 4 just to get this off the board. I think that's worthwhile. Pay 4 life to kill his dirtly guy. Can't attack because of the 4/3. His all creature hand is certainly punishing our unwinds. We took a lot of unwinds, which was risky because it makes us stronger against people who figured out the format, but if nobody's figured out the format yet, we're giving away wins that way. There we go. Let's get the ball rolling. We're already a little low on life, so I'm going to do a divination in a bargain. Soul salvage. Do you have anybody fun to find? Absolutely nothing. Kill him. Okay, so we can take his 4-3. That's good. Ooh. Dragon Man. We'll take Dragon Man. Go down to 6. Do another one of these. I'm going to take the worst card, though, so we don't have to go down to 4. "17 cards left in the deck. And I think kicking this guy's better than kicking the Overseer. Alright, and we've got 3 counterspells in our hand. We'll trade this off for one of those. Okay, I need my mana to actually do that. And apparently I don't have anything else. I'm just going to counter anything he does. So we almost got stuck there with a couple worthless cards, but as soon as the ball got rolling, it rolled. Ooh, and Bolus's Clutches, another one. So I think the expected value in this format is probably pretty low. I haven't done the math on it, but the prizes seem bad. You have to get up to 6 to get your gems back. 6 wins a 7, so like that's horrible. But until people figure this format out, if you could just draft decks like this, like I'm going through my whole deck here. There's no way I don't. Didn't get a counterspell, unfortunately. So he might go through his whole deck. In which case him winning the die roll is pretty good. But if he doesn't have a turn 1 kill, we do get to flood our board as well. Which will be interesting. I haven't actually played against somebody else with a draw your deck, so... I'm not sure if we can break that stalemate well enough. Why did he mill? The guy can get back. So he's putting us to 10. That sucks for all of our dark bargains. Luckily, we don't have any dark bargains in our hands, so maybe we won't have to cast them to dig plenty deep into our deck. Well, we did have a dark bargain, we just actually played it before he set us to 10. Ooh, very nearly got a turn 1 kill. Can these cards do 2 damage? Technically not turn 1, but I don't get a turn, so that's as good as turn 1 kill. Alright, alright. Well, I don't know what you're doing here. Push the button that wins when you have a button that wins. Maybe he was worried I had an instant, but I probably would have cast said instant before taking the smack for 8. Guess I could have had like a root snare. Is that in this format? I go first. That's nice. And we aren't capable of turn 1 killing, but we are capable of getting 4 counterspells in our hand. Guess you want to do this in the other order. So if he counters it, we could have Dark Bargain to, in response, to try to find your own counterspell. Nail him. I ran him out first, by the way, just, like, if he does have a counterspell, I want the creature to get it. Not my card draw. Do we know anything relevant? Yep. Do we just fire Eldest Reborn off? Just to get the discard next turn? Probably. I mean, I think I'm drawing my whole deck here. There's our first counter, or we can do discard. Oh, we already have a counter from earlier. Okay, we'll take the discard guy then. Might as well hold off on it. So we can let the Gaze Blessing mill here, and that'll restock our library. This format's a little bit dumb. Let's get some Dirtles out. Oh, I milled a Gaze Blessing over there. That sucks. Yeah, let's run these out. Well, maybe just one of them, because the Skin Witch is going to get... get most of his hand. Warcaller's interesting. I'll let this cruise along quicker. Let's go get his hand. Can I kill him? If I can find a way to kill him, I can resurrect him to empty his hand. No, I didn't find a way to kill my guy. Ooh, this works though. I can kicker him. Oh, I already used my kicker mana. Never mind. I'm just gonna run this out. I can bounce it next turn. What can I nature spiral here? Just get a guy back, sure. Get a lore guy. And say go. Has to discard both of those cards. That's what he drew. That's what he held. Alright. Are we lethal here? That probably was lethal already, but I'll do this to add 9 more haste attack. Things are triggering. I would like to just win, please. A fair and balanced format. We lost the last game without getting to take a turn. At least with the, we're playing a little more fairly. Like, we let our guy... Our opponent got to play Magic. He got to draw a card and say go. Alright, now this is a hand. We get to go infinite, and we get a counterspell. Oh, we even won the die roll. Sure, I'll draw 3 cards. I'll mill him. Play some turtles. Keep the card draw train going. Take the bigger power from the giant dude. We'll see if that's good enough. Very much good enough. So yeah, that guy knew what was up, and the unwinds definitely let us win that game. The coin flip let us win that game. Although I think even if we were on the draw, like we had one unwind. We had one counterspell ready, even if he was going first. Two bad cards, but we got a draw 3. Instant speed too, so even though we're going second, this hand could be able to disrupt him. Starts with a 7/7 and a 5/5 and a 1/2. Anything fun? I think I want the second unwind. I guess I don't need a second unwind. His hand's empty, so one unwind should be enough. Sack your 1/2, haha. Now sack your good guy. Kick this guy. That start felt much less ridiculous, but it still got the win. Alright, we got unwind and a card draw. And this piece of crap. There's no way we're countering that. Could be bait. And it could whiff. Well, it didn't whiff, he would have resolved it a lot quicker. This guy also would let you get a turn 1 kill. And he's only an uncommon. He's not even playing him. Setting up for something big. Oh, that's going to punish him for leaving that guy in his hand. Oh, thank you, Skeleton. Yes, thank you. Draw 2 cards. Yes, thank you. Draw 3 cards. We'll do this now. It might make him concede. Oh, that guy's flash. Ooh, I'm bad. Oh, okay, they go in the hand. Oh, I thought they went into play. Whew. Alright. Not punished. Shuffle some card draw back into our deck. Draw 3. look at 3, and draw 2. Can't kick either of these guys. Throw that over there just so we get the cards eventually. Do I want to just run these out? I think I probably do. I attack for 14. I only attack for 18. Well, they can just block too, so. It's 14. Okay, I don't need to play anything now to have lethal next turn. If he just says go, I can steal this guy and attack for 20. Playing a tapped creature also leaves the door open. Didn't play perfect there. I'm definitely playing quick. These games are quick. But not punished. And we are 1 win away from getting our entry fee back. We have a counterspell and 2 crap cards. Is this keepable? I think so, just because we can disrupt. I don't think I have many ways to target that anyway. Guess it will draw in 2 cards eventually. I'm gonna let it happen. We have to chump block it, but leave that in our hand. It's a little risky, because he could take this guy and win, but we're counting on Eldest Reborn to kill this. So having him in our hand will let Eldest Reborn kill other creature and end that. Now we're definitely happy we kept the Unwind in our hand now. Might not be good enough. This guy knows what he's doing. I guess I should have mulliganed, maybe? No, we would have lost this hand, even with a better hand. Keep putting chump blockers out. Hope to hit a card draw string. Uh-oh, here he goes. He's not getting decked. He's got Gay's Blessing as well. First strike. Alright. Not dead by the looks of things. Why didn't that double? Oh. Should I take it then? If I take it, I go to 6, and I don't die next turn. If I block, I go to 16, but I do die next turn to 1 hit. But if I take it, and he adds another creature... I think I take it. Like, the odds of him whiffing are so low, though. I'm going to block because if I start hitting a Dark Bargain Chain, the life is going to be relevant. And I think that's the biggest difference here. If we just draw one more chump blocker, this is probably even still the right play. But obviously, if I just draw another crap card, we're dead no matter what. So being at 10 higher life right now, I think is the right thing. Alright. Can we draw a card draw? Nope. Not quite dead. It's us for 14. Can we chump this guy? We're keeping the dream alive for one more turn. He's probably got a counterspell in his hand, though. Now Dark Bargain's blank. You're super blank. Defeat. Alright, so we pick up 2 losses, both to players who seem to know what they were doing. First guy turn 1 killed us. Second guy had turn 1 super strong play plus double counterspell backup. Opponent goes first. I think I have to keep this because we can disrupt a single card draw. And these two should be big enough to fight any fair draw. Never mind. Keep the counterspell. The fact he's playing a Skin Witch tells me he does in fact know what he's doing. We're also pretty deep in the draft at this point. I'm just gonna run everything out. He's got discard. There's no point in bluffing. I guess it's also good too because now I can mill myself trying to hit Eldest Reborn. Well, he's got some crap in his deck, but you can't judge him because, again, you only get to cut 2 cards from your deck. So, all right, here we go. Nope, he's got a counter. No, he doesn't have a counter. He has something though. Don't have enough mana to cast that. I can cast a skeleton though. Let's put the card draw back in. Guess we'll make him hexproof. draw out his instant. Can't recast him either. Cast as creature. This is by far the most fair game we'd seen in a while. All I can get back is this, potentially. I'll take my 1 damage. We've definitely got the bigger army. Card draw. Nice. Couple counters. I think I want to hold him back. I don't want to get double blocked. So we'll just send this guy. Probably going to get chump blocked here. We can cast that 2/2 we milled. So I can just draw 2 cards if I let this happen. That might actually be better. I think I'm fine with that. Oh yeah, I'm definitely fine with that. Which do we want? Oh, we can have both. Let's go full control though, so it doesn't spend our mana wrong. Put it there because it's gonna die. It didn't let me pick my mana to spend, even though I was holding control. Luckily it didn't spend our red, but pretty annoying though. Gonna be hard to lose this. On 1, why'd you go? What did he say go? He's attacking. Block with my indestructible guy. GG. I called that the most fair game so far, but it wasn't very fair. Hey, we've profited. Let's see if we get that last win and get 2 packs. Okay, we've got no disruption, but we do have instant speed card draw, so we're keeping. And we likely go infinite with this hand too. So we'll see. Is the final boss a ridiculous deck? Are we dead before we get a turn? So far so good. Only a 5/5 death touch on turn 1. What a weak play. Oh, we drew a counter as well. So we'll start with this again, because we could instant speed to try to defend it if he was disrupting us. Raised it to is probably better than the skeleton, just for later on. Especially because we can mill ourselves here. Try not to hit Gaia's Blessing. Okay, what did we get? Couple of big dudes, I guess. He can cast... Do I have any way to draw cards here? I don't think so. Decline. Alright. Is this good enough? Plain simple 1-3. That'll draw him 2 cards. I'm not gonna let it happen. That might be spewing my only counterspell off, but... Ooh, very nice. Guess I could have attacked first. Not sure if it's relevant. So you go because you're invincible. You go. I could do this, and then I just get to cast whoever gets blocked. Then I'll draw my 2 cards. Ah, go get them, boys. We'll figure it out after combat. So we get to draw 2. We're smorking them for pretty good damage. Get our guy back. Guy gets her enchantment back. Full ridiculousness achieved. What do you got? Uh-oh. We're paying for not holding that counterspell. I guess he would have got 2 of those 3 either way. I think we're fine. Alright, we got him. 3 perfects in a row. I've had a lot of fun playing this format. I hope you give it a try soon. I think you'll enjoy it as well. Especially knowing what you learned from this video, how to abuse the format. You should be able to get some free wins. Although I imagine people are going to figure this out pretty quick. So the amount of time it takes me to edit and upload to YouTube might be too long, and people might have figured this out. But if not, I mean, give it a try and see if you could be ridiculous on people before they're ridiculous on you. I'm Mr. Page. I hope you enjoyed this strategy page on Omniscience Draft. See you next time.